gender. Yes, it's a social construct. But if we move forward from that, the idea of binary and non-binary has gotten a lot of press lately, which is amazing. However, just like there is not just male and female, there isn't just male, female, trans, and non-binary. Gender is a spectrum, and if we look back into history, there has always been many different genders. An example of this is the Aboriginal term two-spirit. According to the Rainbow Resource Center, two-spirit is an ancient idea where a person carries within themselves two spirits, one male, one female. People who were two-spirited were considered to be gifted. Though the term did not come into get its name until 1990, the practice of seeing gender as more than male-female isn't new. So I don't know about you, but I grew up in the 80s, and that was a time that was very boy-girl whole situation. And for a lot of people, that still is the norm. However, if you look at how people reacted to Harry Styles wearing that beautiful dress, so many people acted like they had never seen a man wearing women's clothing before. And maybe it's just because he was in a boy band, so people have very intense attraction to him and feelings towards him, but the outrage to me seemed a little out of control. But then again, I personally have never understood the obsession with giving a crap about what other people are wearing or doing, because clothing is just a way to express ourselves. Yes, Harry looked great, and he owned it. And the great thing about that is it got people talking about gender stereotypes. Because it's so important to have a dialogue around gender, especially right now. People like Prince and Bowie were exploring gender through clothing way before Harry did. And predictably, people try and put shame onto it. But thanks to social media, there were tons of voices out there that praise this and are continually trying to explore very personal aspects of themselves, because gender is very personal and it's unique to each person. But the terms non-binary, male, female, what if they don't fit for you? There are other genders out there that haven't been put out into the cultural dialogue. So, some of these terms, we're going to go through them. The first one is demigender. And this is a non-binary term that uses the prefix demi to particularly identify to a particular gender, like demi-girl, demi-boy, demi-trans. Another one is gender apathetic, a person who doesn't identify with any gender. This person isn't into labels. They're just like, who needs gender? And that is great, because gender comes sometimes with such weighty expectations. Gender queer, a gender identity that is fluid. They can be non-binary, female, male presenting, but generally they just don't stick to one gender. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a lot of fun. Pangender. It's kind of like all the genders together. Again, very fluid. Now, I could sit here all day and talk about the different kinds of gender, but I just wanted to use those few examples of showing that gender isn't that binary, male, female. Yes, it can encompass the male and female dynamic, but gender can be such a beautiful expression about who that person is. Again, gender is a construct that society made up. So we have the position now where we can dismantle what that binary meant for so many people and how it put so many people in a box. And you know what? If you are male, female, there's also like, that's great too. I myself I'm a cisgender woman. But, having this beautiful world that we're entering into, that people are exploring different types of gender expression, just makes the world a more beautiful, inclusive place. I get it. There are awful things that come with this and heartbreaking things, which are discussed on the podcast more in depth. But, this, I want to be a more positive space. So go out there, explore your gender if that feels something that you need to do. Or, if you feel comfortable in who you are and you've already done that exploration, great. Lift other people up while they're doing it. So I hope you have a wonderful day and love you.